my remote? Stretch out. Hi. I know, this is for Saturday after Thanksgiving. And 900 moonstones for Wally's garden. Well, actually, that was pretty much a miracle. I'll tell you why in a little bit. Okay, so it says thank you for playing the Wally's Garden Challenge and sharing your creativity with other Disney Dreamlight Valley players. You scored 47.62 and ranked 44,711. You can claim 900 moonstones and will receive 148 pixel dust. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so let's see what was in our chest. I did not have an... what? I did not have an Xbox with me at the time, so I am just now doing this. Oh, okay, so the thing about me not being surprised that I got low, but I got 900, so that's pretty cool. Oh, the night thrones are over here. Cool. Okay, so the thing is that Wally was standing right about here. He looked like he was tending, like say that vegetable right there. And then I was over here in my outfit and standing, and I pretty much took the picture like that. I didn't give it very much effort, and, you know, I'm not surprised 900 moonstones. That's fine with me. I was hoping for more, but, you know, I'm not surprised. It's okay. So, 1, 2... Okay. 2 so far. A dream fruit. Oh, of course it has to be the dream fruit of all dream fruits. Ah. Okay. So it's still 2. Three.
Never forget kindness can defeat
4. Oh. Uh-oh. I don't see where the other one is. Well, got one of these. So it was what? 3, 4. Oh, I lost count. So we'll call that 4. Call that 5. Six. 7. 8. 9. Okay, so we either got 9 or 10. I don't know yet. I'm hoping that since I haven't been on in a few days, that I will get something good in Scrooge's shop. There's a few things I still need. I know everybody who's watched my videos in the past is probably like, you've got everything. Well, I don't have everything. I do have a good, healthy amount of stuff, but I don't have everything. I think I still need, well, I need the water pump. And, pretty sure I need the vine lamp. I don't know what else. Okay, so I'm guessing that's 10 then. Okay, got it. Ooh,
Good
that's
day,
new.
dear.
Cream fan tile wall, and it's from other. Of course.
Oh! Bye-bye.
We got that already.
Hello.
I am pretty sure I had oval white coffee table,
Woo! Hey!
but it says I don't,
Thank
so
you
I buy
kindly.
it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it 3 times over. At least. Got it and got it. Okay. So I didn't get anything spectacular, but I did get good stuff. I guess. Now we've got to find that blue chest. Okay, so normally we go around and we try to get the, you know, the sticks too, but I don't know if we're gonna do that today. It's raining. I just got back from my trip. All that stuff I was worried about was just fine. I was afraid that I was going to get to Sacramento and get on the wrong train. I didn't do that, and my stepmom, I only call her stepmom on here because, you know, I don't want you guys getting confused going, hey, you said she went to heaven, and then, you know, so I had a mom and a stepmom. Now I have just stepmom, but, you know, I don't call her that. I just call her mom. So, anyway, she volunteered to come get me after she was done working. So, that's how I got to my hotel. And that was awesome. And, she bought me Panda Express. We actually went and dropped off, you know, checked in the hotel, dropped everything off, and then we went over and ate Panda Express with my dad, who apparently is working from home, and I think that is totally awesome, but the poor guy had to work for Thanksgiving. So, normally we call it the Kane family Thanksgiving, or the Kane family Christmas. Normally it's at 2 o'clock all the time. You know, it's like, if it's not at 2 o'clock, it's, you know, kind of sacrilegious or something, you know. Not really, but, you know, it just feels like it. It just feels wrong, you know. Well, this year we ended up having to have it at 3 because my dad has this weird schedule where he's doing a 10 to 7. He doesn't like it. But, if anybody, you know, like any of his bosses are listening, don't change it. You know, don't change it just because I said something. Anyway, so his lunch break was at 3 o'clock. So we ended up having to have it at 3 this year. which was okay. Except for that, I had 2 pancakes. Okay, so like every time I go to Denny's, and I had Denny's twice, for, while I was gone, for breakfast. Every time I go to Denny's, I get the lumberjack slam, and I go and, not a paid advertisement for Denny's, by the way. It's just one of my favorite places to eat. Anyway, every time I go there, I get the lumberjack slam, and I save my pancakes and take them home with me, so I can have them for breakfast the next morning. It's a great way to kind of save on buying food. Especially if you're poor, you like to eat out, but you can't afford to do it all the time, so, you don't have to, though. I'm just, saying it's a great way to make it feel like you went out anyway. So on Wednesday, I bought Denny's, and then I had the pancakes, Thursday morning, Thanksgiving morning, and then on Friday, yesterday, I bought it again, and then had the pancakes for breakfast this morning. Because the train was actually supposed to leave at 8:17 this morning, but there was a brush fire somewhere. So they weren't allowed to go through until the brush fire was, contained or put out. And, I never did find out what happened. Wow. I just realized that. Never did find out what happened. Anyway, there was a brush fire. And so our train got delayed. Well, I was supposed to have a 2-hour layover, so that layover got cinched down to like an hour and 15 minutes maybe. So that was awesome. It was boring, but it ended up being okay. I was just grateful that it was less time. Because, I ended up borrowing my mother-in-law's old laptop. And that was great. I got to watch the Thanksgiving Day, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on it. That was totally awesome, except for it kept pausing. I couldn't tell if it was Peacock TV, not a paid advertisement for that either. Anyway, I couldn't tell if it was Peacock TV or if it was the laptop that was freezing up. Because the laptop kind of has issues. Okay, so it's not here. And it's not there. We looked all up in the forest. Which reminds me... Oh, and we saw Wizard of Oz, too. Forgot about that.
Nice you are to everyone.
Okay, so the forest reminded me, if I were king of the forest, from Wizard of Oz. And then, that reminded me that, what did that remind me of? Oh, that reminded me that we watched Wizard of Oz the other day, but it was on TV. So it like had commercials. Can't remember if I was watching that in a hotel or if I was watching that at my dad's house, though. I don't remember. blue chest is here somewhere. Okay, so if I can ever find the blue chest, I guess we'll go and pick up this, you know, that wood, because we'll be in the same area. And if I don't find a blue chest, I'm gonna be sad. Okay, so in theory, it should be here. Whoa! 3 green chests. Which is making me want to make a silly, you know, we 3 chests of Orientar. Okay, overall, so I'm pretty sure I already had. Not sure though. Blue shoes, so I'm not going to wear. And glasses, I'm pretty sure I already have. And then crisp blue button up. Pretty sure I already had it. Not entirely sure. Just pretty sure. I mean, because it could be like I already have it in blue and that's green, or already had it in green and it's blue, you know, something like that. So on the way home today, I didn't meet her because I didn't get to know her name, but, you know, when you're riding a train, you don't need to exchange names to talk to people. Anyway, she was going all the way to Colorado. And I offered her my second pie because I got to the point where I did not want any more sugar because it was starting to make me feel funky. So, you know, because I was a little bit of a bad girl today, and I had a ho-ho or a zinger, or not a zinger, no, definitely not a zinger, but, you know, anyway, some kind of Hostess product, and Chips Ahoy cookies. There's the blue chest. And a little bit of my kettle corn popcorners chips. Not a paid advertisement for them either, but they are awesome. And they have less salt than some of the other chips out there. And they do have a sea salt variant. Still not a paid advertisement, I'm just saying. It's more of a, I'm giving them kudos because, or brownie points, however you want to put that. For doing a good job.
Say,
you know?
the rain is kind of nice.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I stayed at the Courtyard Marriott in Fairfield, California, and this is not a paid advertisement for them either, but the staff was very friendly, and I very much appreciated it. I told the girl that I was having trouble getting the key to work, and I think I was the broken element there. I think that the way that I was holding it up just, it wasn't close enough or something. So, so she gave me 2 new keys. And when I was having trouble getting a rental car, because apparently that's just not a thing in Fairfield, California, they listened. They couldn't do anything about it, but they listened. So, That's all I cared about, you know? You know, I don't get to talk to people very often, except for, you know, on my videos. So, you know, to have somebody just listen, that was very nice. I loved it. I mean, I know all my people listen to my videos, but it's a little different when it's in person. Anyway, I finally did get the key to work. And, you know, I was very grateful that it was working. Let's see here. You know, and I would just, you know, ramble at them a little bit and then move on, and, you know, they listened, so I thought that was cool. And I felt bad because I had a telltale on the maids. They didn't quite pick up the bathroom entirely. I mean, everything was nice and clean. It's just, you know, there was a couple of things that needed picking up and they hadn't done it, so I felt bad. Because I did not take Q-tips with me this time. I didn't even think about it until I saw them on the floor, and I'm like, you know what? I should have taken Q-tips with me. You know, because everybody gets earwax, you know. So, you know, I really should have taken some Q-tips with me. Anyway, but besides that, so originally I had my luggage bag with all my clothes and, you know, stuff. No, I had the stuff that I needed in my backpack. You know, like, you know, toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, you know, stuff like that. It's a good thing I brought the soap because they were supposed to have body wash, shampoo, and conditioner. They had the shampoo and they had the conditioner, but they had no body wash. I don't know how to use body wash, but, you know, because I usually use soap. But I was going to use it because it was there, and, yeah. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't there, it wasn't usable, so. Oh, shoot. Do have to do one more thing. Meant to do it while out, you know, right outside. You know, as soon as I was doing a Scrooge's shop, I was going to do this. I have to go get coffee and, the coffee beans and the cocoa beans. I mean, coconut. Coffee and the coconut. That's what it is. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna finish up this video, and then we're gonna go and do another one for the Dream Snap, and then we're gonna do another one for Dream Snap voting. So I told you I just got home. My husband took me over to Costco so we could have hot dogs for dinner. The weird thing is that, hey, Ben's finally down. Sorry, I had to stop and give him a hug. I really missed my cats. I mean, they're like my babies. Well, I call them my babies because they are my babies. So, so like for the first couple of nights, I was, you know, like feeling their presence there, even though they weren't there. And then for last night, for some reason, don't know. For last night, I felt like somebody was staring at me. But there was nobody there. I felt totally crazy for feeling like that, too. Because I knew there was nobody there. I looked. I even looked in the closet thing. You know, they had a cabinet kind of closet. Hey, baby. Mwah. Anyway, they had a cabinet closet thing. And I even looked in there just to make sure. Because I felt like somebody was staring at me. And I don't know why. Because, you know, there was nobody on the balcony. There was nobody in the bathroom. There was nobody in the closet thing. And everywhere else was nice and open. So literally, I felt crazy for thinking it, but I did feel like somebody was staring at me. And just in case I mentioned this or didn't mention it, but I'll mention it now, I did get to actually see the Thanksgiving Day Parade 1.5 times, in fact. It kept pausing, but... Oh yeah, I said something earlier in the video. Anyway, it kept pausing, but I really liked it. And, you know, it's something I miss. We can never find it up here in... You know, up here where we live. We can never find it. I don't know why, either. Oh, so... I got crazy and moved the refrigerators over to the mushroom house, I think. Okay, so... Yeah, that's it. That's what we'll do for today. So, I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. I also hope that you're having a great day. Know that you are enough. You are important. You matter. There's no problem you cannot solve or handle. Even work in school. Or, you know, doing work and school at the same time. And I'll see you in the next video. Hi. So, I've been away. You know, I came up with the crazy idea to do a trip to go see my dad and all the relatives down there for Thanksgiving this year. So I did not get to do my dream snap. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so we're gonna check out the dream snap in just a moment, but I am gonna start this out in the bedroom because I have a my sister told me what it was. I was gonna say I have a sneak preview. My sister told me what it was. Okay, Mickey and Friends, simple, cute, and casual. It's an outfit challenge. Break out your favorite costume, ears. It's time to dress in looks inspired by Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Well, my favorite ears are not allowed because you're not allowed to use the touch of magic. Okay, so let's see here. We need a wardrobe. there's... Oh, well, there's Mickey shoes with actual Mickey on them. Oh, see right here. Well, Mickey... What was it? Mickey and Friends and Simple? I know, I feel... Yeah, Mickey and Friends and Simple. Also cute and casual. What am I doing? Okay, so let's put the filters on. Mickey and Friends. Simple. Cute. Casual. Well, when it shoes with, you know, like actual... Pink and yellow Mickey sneakers. Fine, I'll go with those. Okay, so we're gonna put those filters again. I already have an idea of exactly what I want to wear pants-wise. Okay, yeah. Those. It's exactly what I wanted to wear. Oh, we need to figure out socks. I don't think we have a Mickey and Friends. We'll probably have to take Mickey and Friends off the list. Yeah. Okay, so let's take Mickey and Friends off the list and see what we can get. That looks better. Okay, and then... Do we want gloves? Kinda like the gloves that we have. I don't think there's the Mickey and Friends gloves, though. Of course. Okay. Wait, there was Mickey and Friends gloves. I think. No. Okay, could have sworn I had some. Maybe it was one of those things where I had them and then... Oh, they'll do these. Oh, the green ones are on there too, but I like the blue ones. And then, no, can't do bracelets because we did that. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, why did I do that? Okay, so making friends. We need simple. And we need casual and cute. Okay, but we don't have simple, casual, and cute. Huh. Really? Which ones were the Mickey and Friends ones then? Oh, yellow mini. Well, because it's a Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse challenge. Yeah, so I chose Minnie. Ben was questioning me in his kitty cat way. Okay, so do we have anything that fits? Perfect. Okay. It's casual and cute, right? Yeah. Casual and cute. I don't know. I was just questioning myself and... Okay, and then a coat. Oh, that has got to fit the bill. If not, I'm gonna be like, what? Perfect. Okay. And then... necklace. I don't know if we have any necklace stuff for making friends. Okay, start taking off. Okay, so let's do simple, casual, and cute. Okay, earrings. Probably those. Making friends. Simple. Casual, cute. Nothing. Okay. Let's do... making friends. Oh, that's where we're... Really? Okay. Simple. Casual, cute. Oh, yeah, I already did that. Duh. Okay. Oh, I was looking at earrings. That's what. Yeah, I'm gonna wear those. Okay, and then glasses. I don't know if those fit the filters, so that I'm probably gonna have to take out. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Okay, and then how about a mask? Well, it's obviously Incredibles. Oh, I really don't want to wear that. But if it fits, yeah, I guess. I really don't want to wear that. Oh, and then a hat. If I put on a hat, it's gonna be... Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the mask out. Okay. So we have our outfit. I want Mickey and Minnie, but I don't think I can grab them. So...
Hi.
Hello. Let's hang out. Come in. Thank you. That's exactly where I wanted to. Got 7 out of 3, 9 out of 4. Really? Just in case. Your picture was correctly submitted. Okay. Okay. Okay, so ever since she told me about this, this was my idea for the dream snap. So, I already had the idea in my head, and we're now done. So, the only thing I didn't try was seeing if there was like maybe a hair. Oh, that one hairdo would have been so much better because it comes with Mickey ears. Oh well. Okay, so that is our dream snap, and I hope you're having a great day. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Know that you are enough. Know that there's no problem you cannot solve or handle, even work in school. You do matter. You are important. And I'll see you in the next video. And streaming friendly mode is on. Replaces copyrighted music from the game. Hi, so we're gonna do a little Dream Snap voting. I didn't get to do it before because I was away at my dad's house. Well, I was staying at a hotel, but you know, I got to go to my dad's house for Thanksgiving, and we got to hang out a little bit more than that. So it says Camp Dreamlight Decor Challenge. Whether you're heading to summer camp or stargazing, this challenge is all about spending time in the great outdoors. So, okay, so it's all about the camping, so that one looks more like camping to me. Oh, this is tough. This has got all the elements that I remember from camping. This has got a little more than that. It's so hard. I want to vote for both of them. I like that one. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people use the same stuff. So these people actually have a way to cook their food. The other one doesn't, and has a random air hockey table. That is not camping. You don't camp in a Christmas dress, but that's not camping either. That looks like you just had a day surfing and you're coming home, you know? So neither one. That looks like camping. I don't know. Oh. Here, babe. I'm just putting the footrest up. Sam's running away. Putting the footrest up. Oh. Okay, so this looks like it's a newer player. Because there's that thing in the sky. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I'm sorry, this has nothing to do with camping. That looks like it's a newer player. But this looks like, you know, they put together a whole bunch of stuff to, you know, because I think of camping specifically, I'm gonna give the newer player a chance. Just because I didn't, you know, I didn't think either one of them was right for the thing, you know. Okay, so this is Mirabelle, who's not camping. This at least has, you know, like an outdoor eating thing, so I'm gonna go with it. But I think of camping, you know, like you're in Point Reyes, California. You just camped in to get to the camping space. That doesn't look like camping either, and neither does that. So, I'm gonna go with that one, but I don't know why you would use camping filter. I mean, the older picture filter. Anyway, you know, you just hiked in, you know, 5 miles, whatever it was, and neither one of those, I mean, at least the one on the left has the RV, but where are we camping? The middle of the city? Camping waiting for the 4th of July parade? Oh! Oh, 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 oh. Oh, wait. Premium shop. I almost forgot to get it. Prince Eric's ship. Now I've only got 120 moonstones. So I'm hoping that I do better on my camping picture. I didn't think I was going to get that much for Wally. I'm actually amazed I got 900. Hey, Eric. I just
Hi.
got your ship. Got a question for me? Have you ever seen a dolphin? I have. Hey, that's good luck for you. There's an old sailor's legend that seeing a dolphin means good fortune for a journey. Oh, well, I wasn't on a journey. I was at a place called Marine World. Marine World Africa, USA in Vallejo, California. Are there a lot of dolphins around the valley? A few. Sometimes I see them while I'm fishing. Okay, we're gonna go put Prince Eric's ship on the water where it belongs. I've been so bummed that I didn't get it. And now... And now... I don't like the green trim. I got to say that. I do not like the green trim. And I don't remember it having green trim before. Now I can enter it. This is so cool. I love it. I don't know if that looks like a ship. That kind of does. Do I got that in a lighter color? I don't know. Basket weave totally looks like a ship. Here, we'll go with that. We usually do, but... And then wallpaper... Well, actually, it looks like a ship. Not that, but we'll put this in for now. Yeah, I guess I'll have to be that. So that's for now. We'll figure it out later. Oh. I finally got it! Honey! Look! I finally got it! Of course, it's a little beached like the one on the pirate movie, but... So, I'm pretty happy. I finally got it. Now I have to find another... I call it a holy grail, you know, thing I want. Or thing I need. I don't have, as far as I know, I don't have the vine lamp. So, I guess that's my next thing that I, like, desperately want. I don't know. I don't really have anything that I desperately want. If I get it, that's cool. And if I don't get it, I'm not gonna be, you know, crying to my you know, soy milk about it, you know. Or crying to my water. So... I hope that you're having a great day and that you had a great Thanksgiving. Please know that you are definitely enough. You do matter. You are important. And you can handle anything that you need to handle, including work and school. And if you're like my daughter, where you're, you know, you're working and you're going to school at the same time, you can do that too. It will be okay. It may not be, you know, ideal now, but it will get better. And, Anyway, remember that you've got a friend here. You probably have more friends, and I hope you do. But if you don't, that's okay. Because one really good friend is, better than a whole bunch of fair weather friends. In case you don't know what fair weather means, like they think you're cool for, a few minutes, and then all of a sudden they're like, I'm throwing out an example name, Stephanie Who, So, so yeah, I came up with a pretty good idea, and I'm hoping it works, and, yeah. And, okay, so I was trying to, okay, I'm gonna have one ramble here. I was trying to describe my ideal camping spot. Okay, so we used to go to a place called Point Reyes, California. And the building where you check in had a whole bunch of taxidermied animals. Real life animals that, died and became stuffed animals. So if you're not into that, it's kind of creepy, but if you are into that, it's kind of cool. Like, there's like bobcats and skunks and all sorts of animals. Deer, I think, and, I can't remember everything, but, it had those, and then you could see them and not have to worry about getting, not having to worry about scaring them and maybe getting hurt. It was pretty cool. Or you could just go to the left, take care of getting your camping permit and, leave. Either way, you end up, well, for the coast camp, that was, to where you could see the ocean, that was 2 miles in. And there was another one that you go up to a certain spot and then you go off to the right or left or something like that, and it was 5 miles in. And then there was, I think it was Wildcat Camp, where you go to the place, get your camping permit, and you drive to this other place because you've got to go on this real zigzaggy path, and it even makes kind of a, not a loop, but, like a loop. You went so far, and then you turned left, and then, you went, okay, so you were going around a cavern, I think it was. Okay, I don't know what to call it. Anyway, a big hole in the ground. You were going around one of those, and, well, it wasn't really a hole in the ground, it's just like, the ground went down at a steep angle, and, of course you can't walk there, so they made a path to go around that. Anyway, and that one, I don't know how many miles that was, but it seemed like it took forever. And there was one spot where you had to be really careful because it looked like, the path went straight through. It was clearing. The path went straight through. But if you go the wrong way, if you stop off in that clearing and forget which way you came in, then if you, there was it seemed like there was 3 spots where you could walk on each side of that main path, and one of them you could walk off a sheer cliff. So I really think they should have, like, stopped people off from going there. But, yeah, so anyway, and we, we parked the car in the parking space, and then we got out and, we put our camping backpacks on, and we hiked in there. And then you get to your camping spot, and there was a picnic table with, the picnic benches. I think it was made out of concrete. Can't exactly remember right now. If not, it was made out of wood, but I'm pretty sure it was concrete. And then, it had a big pole so you could put your backpacks high up, so, like, if there was bears or deer or skunks or something, they couldn't get into your stuff. But we never used that. Or at least I don't think we did. And then, it did not have a place to cook your food. But it did have a clearing so you could put tents and, whatever you were taking with you. So that's what I think of when I'm camping. So if you think that any of my voting is unfair, you can put that in the comments below. I will read it. But that's what I was looking for, so I probably should have said something sooner. But, yeah. So, this is the end of our video. And just in case I don't censor this up, I've been putting, my weekly ones, including the dream snaps, all together, and I'm probably going to do that. I just haven't done it yet because it's not Okay, that's not true. It is Saturday. Okay, so tomorrow on Sunday I will, put this week's videos together. It's gonna be shorter though because I made a video on Sunday, I think. I'm pretty sure. Sunday, Monday, but I didn't get to make one. I might have made one on Tuesday. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think I did. So, I don't know if I made one Tuesday. I definitely did not make one Wednesday, Thursday, or yesterday, Friday. And I'm making this one today. Oh, well, I made 3 videos today. The regular daily grindy stuff. And then I did Wednesday's Dream Snap today, which I never do, but I didn't have the Xbox with me on vacation. So, sorry about that. And then, because I always submit mine on the first day. Even if my idea is, not thought of as great by other people, I always do it on the first day. So, here, have another thing to stare at. So, anyway, because of that, I had to do this one today. So, yeah, I'll probably put that together tomorrow and post it as soon as I can. Right now, I am too tired. I just want to... Okay, so, one of the stories I wrote is a 2-part series. It's about a girl named Robin. She spells her name R-O-B-Y-N, though. Just so you know. Anyway, so it's about a girl named Robin, and her parents are divorced, but, that's not really... I mean, it's an issue, but it's not really an issue. So, she starts out the first book walking through the mall, and she's got, a new outfit that, saying, look at me, look at me. Not too sexy, but, not really trying to be sexy at all. She's kind of dressed like a biker chick, So she's walking through the mall, and the boys are, like, following her until she gets to, a store like Best Buy. I don't remember what I called it, so I really don't remember what I called it. But, I based it on the Solano Mall in Fairfield, California. Before 2002. If that helps. Oh, I think that one was supposed to be like the 1996, 97 Solano Mall. Whatever that was. And I'm pretty sure Best Buy was there, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway. Oh, yeah, it had to have been there. Okay, so anyway, Best Buy was there, but I'm pretty sure I named it something else, or didn't even put the name of the store in there. And anyway, so she's attracting all these boys, and then there's a game that, some kind of Xbox game, PS5 game, Switch game, whatever, some kind of game, and it's being demoed at the store, whatever I called it, and the manager's like, what's going on here, because there's this big crowd, and they're all watching her play the game. Anyway, so later in the book, she has this party, and this boy has just moved to town, and he ends up rescuing Robin from getting kidnapped by a guy in a green truck. The green truck was, weaving around because she's trying to get away. And he ends up rescuing her and making sure that the guy, the kidnapper, goes to jail, and he goes and takes her home to her party. Well, somewhere in there, she finally finds out that he's a police cadet, and he's learning to be a policeman. He's still in high school, but he's learning to be a policeman. And anyway, they start dating, and then in the second book, her and the police cadet have broken up, and his best friend Adam comes to town, and him and Robin meet, and they start dating. And so I'm listening to this whole book. I've mentioned Natural Reader, not a paid advertisement for them either, but I wrote both of those books, and I've been listening to. Okay, so the first one is called The Cadet, because it's about Rick and Robin. Well, it's about Robin and Rick, but anyway. And then there's The Assistant Manager, which is about Robin and Rick's best friend Adam. So I've been reading it and listening to go to sleep to. The bed was just a little bit too soft for me, and the pillows were definitely too soft, because it felt like somebody had gone and used all of them as a punching bag. But anyway, So, or had millions of pillow fights. They just weren't very awesome, like I was hoping. But anyway, so I've been listening to that, and I finally got up to this one scene. They're supposed to be having a party, but the bad guys come and ruin the party fun. And so I've been paying attention to it, but not as much as I probably should, because I'm pretty sure I skipped a scene. And there were some typos in there that I really want to fix. But anyway, so that's the next thing I'm going to do. Oh, I need my character to get up. Okay. Come on. Oh, can't put it there because of the door. Dang it. I need a spot. Okay, because I have a new picture. Oh, that was it. Dang it. Okay, so my husband is playing Xbox with our son and another guy, and oh, Shundi. Okay. Anyway, and they were talking about something, and I got confused for a minute. There it goes. Oh, what about in this room? No, it wasn't this room then. This room? No. This room. Okay. Dang, where is it? There it goes. So these are literally all the pictures I have. Starting out with Mickey Mouse and Merlin. And see, we should have dang had Eve a long time ago. I feel like that's second picture. And then we got Wreck-It Ralph with somebody driving one of the candy cars. And Sword in the Stone, Little Mermaid, Ratatouille, Cinderella, Tangled, Monsters Inc., some plans for something, can't remember what, Toy Story 3, question mark, and a map, and some more planning, and Lion King, and some more planning, and the hidden door before they took away the curtain, a deal between Ursula and Eric, Beauty and the Beast, Moana, another map, and then you drop down here, and it's Maui and Moana doing something, but you don't know what, and Wally holding his boot plant, and Frozen, 2 pictures from that. This is when she's singing, "The past is in the past." Yeah, I call that her Lion King song, her Hakuna Matata. I don't know why Disney seems to like Hakuna Matata. Let's put the past in the past. Never works. Excuse you, keep your tail to yourself. Sam just smacked me with it. Then that is when he's singing, okay, I'm gonna butcher the words, but whatever snow does in summer. And then, another thing for Wally. I think that's from the Wally realm. And then Monsters Inc. I think Sully's doing his exercises in that one. That's Toy Story 3 or 4. I don't know. I haven't seen. I think I saw 3 once, and I've never seen 4 because 3 had the evil teddy bear, and I didn't like it. Ariel and Wally trading stuff, and Woody's carousel. There's some other people in the picture, but that's Woody's carousel. I can't tell. It was either Kristoff or Eric. And somebody in a dress, can't tell who. Maybe me. And Wally and Buzz? Anyway, we're stargazing. Oh, this one was Scar just happened to be trying to catch a fish. And Goofy's trying to catch a fish. And Buzz thought he was doing bad things, but he wasn't. Because Buzz didn't have his memory back. Oh, this one was neat. This is when we set up a movie theater thing. I mean, not a movie theater thing, but a stage. So Olaf could tell stories. And this is when we decided to have a ladies' luncheon thing. And we had buñuelos. And oh, these are the feline statues, or whatever you call them, that we set up in some of the areas, so it can be that you know, it's like those little statues are protecting the areas, you know, like the pillars used to. And then that's when we discovered that there was a forgotten castle as well as the regular castle. That's a map of everything. Well, most everything. Obviously, the beach isn't really on there. I mean, the beach is down there, but... Oh, maybe it was... I don't know. I was trying to point out stuff. And then, we came up with this one when we got Belle. Can't remember why, though. We needed to find that hat. And we had to find that billboard back there. And it all had to do something with her desk. And then this is also from Tangled. And this is also from Sword in the Stone. Okay, so I finally did it. We're done. So, I will see you in the next video.
Oh, greetings, neighbour. Whoa! Whoa! Thank you kindly.
Hi, so I wasn't gonna talk because it's, you know, like 5:50 a.m. when I'm recording this. But I got the popcorn machine. That is cool! And I already got the blue chest. This has been a good day so far. So we're trying to find the night thorns now. And okay, so yesterday I looked at, because I was gone on Wednesday when the Dream Snap changed to a new one, and we got the results for the previous one. So I found out I got 900 moonstones, and I had a very simple submission. Very simple. I literally had me in the outfit. Last time was Wally. Well, garden with Wally. You're supposed to hang out with Wally and, be in the garden. So I went over to Wally's garden. In the outfit that they won, in an outfit that met the challenge. And we took a picture in the garden. It looked like Wally was actually working on things, and like I was, about to help. It was pretty cool. And I got 900 moonstones for that. I felt like I put in like hardly any effort. Of course, this week for that says House of Mouse. Somebody said House of Mouse. That says House of Mouse. What's a hoss? Besides a character on Bonanza. Okay, so anyway, this time I took it in my, the original house you get. Okay, so the original house, and I took it like right here. Although I'm hoping the wallpaper doesn't make people upset. Because I feel like we've seen too much of this wallpaper. So then people decide not to vote for it. It's like, well, it's making friends and it's, you know, that kind of a challenge. Oh, okay. So on Wednesday, today's Sunday. On Wednesday, we're gonna get the results for camping. In camping, I put more than minimal effort into it. I try to go for a multi-generational camp out. We had to take the RV because, Grandpa Merlin and Grandma Fairy Godmother are, older, and maybe that's not the reason, but, I just kind of thought it fit. And then we had, me and Kristoff and Belle. I was gonna have Nala, so there was that, pet, the pet dog, the pet cat, whatever you wanted to see. But she escaped at one point, and I decided to not get her back again. Because Fairy Godmother kept letting people out. Okay, it's not over here, so it's either gotta be on the beach, or the forest, or the Frosted Heights, because we didn't see them over there in the Glade of Trust. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. You getting ready to leave early? It's only 5:58. Why? You gotta be there at 6. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, if I would have been more awake, that would have made more sense to me. So my poor husband has to be to work at 6 o'clock in the freaking morning. And he's actually running a little bit late just because he believes in hygiene, you know? He took a shower this morning. Okay. Yeah, we gotta keep trying because I'm not seeing the night thorns.
Did you know you're practically everyone's hero here?
Oh. Okay, so I finally got Prince Eric's ship. I will quit whining about that. Actually, okay, so the green trim doesn't look so bad. I don't remember there being green trim on his ship, but... Okay, yeah, there's definitely not any night thorns up here. Okay, I guess I was seeing one of these end pieces here, and it looked like a turtle was relaxing in the hammock. Hello, Donald. Okay. So, I saw some night thorns. Want to make sure there's none over here. So, except for the fact that, you know, my family likes to drink wine or whatever. And apparently they get loud when they do that. 2, 3... Well, except for that, we had a good visit. You know, I don't drink at all, but, you know, they do. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, I got another piece. That's awesome. Seven. Eight. Nine. There we go. 10. Okay. Oops, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Stop it. I don't know if it's the controller or me. My cat Sam is up there meowing. He's meowing like I'm bored. Sissy and brother are sleeping. Yeah. I usually have him come over to my lap and, you know, lay down and, you know, I'll pet you kind of thing. But yeah, I wasn't gonna, I really was not gonna talk in this video because I'm not awake yet. And then I decided, oh, wait a minute, we got the popcorn thing. That is so cool. Speaking of that, where does it go? Wrong bed. Okay. Wow, 29? That's awesome. Merlin, Wally, Stitch, Penelope. It's a spoiler alert for anybody who's new to playing the game. Maui, Moana, Remy, Nala, Scar, Simba, Ariel, Prince Eric, Ursula, Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, Olaf, Mother Gothel, Donald Duck, Goofy, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Scrooge McDuck. How come everybody else has a last name and Goofy doesn't? Buzz Lightyear, Woody, the Fairy Godmother, Mirabelle, Belle, and the Beast. But technically, his name is Adam. Or at least according to the original, the original videotape, I want to say. His name was Adam. And then you start putting things on DVD, and all of a sudden it's just the Beast. Well, then what do you call him when he's, oh, it's you! Okay, we gotta go and put it in the Toy Story room. If we're gonna put it in a Toy Story room, we oughta... Just a guess. I have no idea. Wow. Really good guess. Apparently. I thought I had the popcorn maker at one point, but... Oh no, maybe I saw it in Woody's room. Oh, so it looks the same from all sides. Okay. They need to work on their popcorn though, because it looks more like peanuts. Okay, so... Wait a minute. Let's change the video on here. Right there. Yeah. None of that has to do with... I mean, not that it has to do anything with Christmas, but... Anyway, I hope that you are having a great day. Know that you are enough. Know that there's no problem you cannot solve or handle, even work in school. You do matter. You are important. And you've got at least one friend right here. And I'll see you in the next video.
Oh, greetings, neighbor. Whoa! Hey! Bye-bye now.
Those night thorns are the worst, am I right?
Hi. So it's just daily grind stuff, unless I slip something in that I didn't notice. And the cat Sam has a zoomies. It's when the cat goes and just, runs all crazy throughout the house. 2. Of course, it's possible that dogs do this too, so. 3, 4, 5, 'cause we got half. Ooh. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, I do not remember where we found the blue chest yesterday. But it wasn't in the Sunlit Plateau today. Yeah, I'm trying to get this done quickly today, because I have to drop my husband off at work. And then we have to be there at 1. I have to take my father-in-law to a doctor's appointment. So, and in between there, I gotta take a shower. So it's 8:38 right now. 8:38, in case that wasn't clear. And I think it was on Frosted Heights yesterday, actually. Anyway, so I have an alarm set for 9:30, so I gotta get all this daily grindy stuff done before then.
Okay, listen. Don't
And
take
I
on too
did
much.
not
We're here.
bother to actually okay, so I was going to take the videos I've done so far and put them together and actually, do what I'm supposed to do yesterday, and I didn't do it. So after we get back, I've got to do that. It's gonna be a busy day. Well, a little bit of a busy day. And I'm trying to kill my... No! I'm trying to kill my phone so I can okay, trying to kill my phone so I can charge it and have a full battery in case I need to use GPS. I don't think I will, but you never know. So I've only taken him to this place once. It's not his usual eye appointment place. So, so yeah, I'm just a little bit worried about it. I think it'll end up being okay though. So, I am wondering what everybody wants for Christmas. I mean, I think it's mostly adults that are watching my videos, but still, adults like stuff for Christmas too. I personally want a new computer, you know, for stuff that's attainable. I want a new computer and a Xbox Series X. And for stuff that's not attainable at the moment, in case any kids are watching, attainable means, you know, that you can actually get it. For stuff that, you know, I can't actually get, probably, I just want, you know, my own mode of transportation. You know, want my own car. But I don't think we can quite afford it yet. So I'm really not pushing. I keep talking about it, but I'm not pushing. I want a Subaru. Subarus do good in the snow. And it does snow where we live. So, you know, like, I really want a Subaru. And I have to have the taller one. So it's got to be a Forester, I think. But I was thinking, you know, it would be fun to see what everybody else wants for Christmas. And so I'm asking if you want to. You don't have to. Just put it in the comments below. Okay, so I have been taking all my daily grind videos and putting them together. And literally, you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can watch, you know, like the one part that you want to watch. Because I've been putting the Dream Snap stuff in there too. Of course, then I thought, okay, so I should put it separately as well. But, no, I've been putting the... Okay, wait a minute. I've been putting the daily grind stuff from Dream Snap Day, Wednesday. I've been putting that in there, and then I've been putting the Dream Snap stuff as a separate entity. A separate video. I just realized that. But, you know... So you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can just watch the Dream Snap if you want. You can watch the whole daily grind if you want. You know, you can like skip parts of it, you know. I don't mind. That's weird. It just started raining and then on the beach it's not raining at all. Wow. Okay, that brings up the subject of, is it still raining up here? No. It's never stopped raining that quick. That's weird. So after work last night, and my husband was like extremely late. Talking like 2 hours. Anyway, after he finally got home, we decided that he'd go and show me exactly where we're going today, or where I'm going today, with my father-in-law, because, you know, like I said, I gotta drive him, and I think today he's supposed to be getting shots in his eyes, or at least that's what my mother-in-law said about a week ago, so it sounds, you know, like, ew, shots in his eyes, oh my goodness, but it helps him see, so even though it does sound very creepy, you know what? I've got the house over there, and as much as, you know what? We should go see if we can get another one of those. After I find the, you know, because Prince Eric's ship really needs a rowboat. You know, I write pirate stories. They're available on Amazon. And, it was supposed to be, okay, you know, like how, the Nancy Drew books say, the Nancy Drew Files, or the Nancy Drew Mysteries, or whatever. It's supposed to be that it says the rolling sea, so it's supposed to be that it says the rolling sea, you know, as the Nancy Drew Files part of it. And then, you know, the actual title is on the page too, and, you know, like Esperanza's Party. But I couldn't figure out how to do that on Amazon. Okay, so there's supposed to be a blue chest around here somewhere. Unless it's inside, it's not here. Oh, but we haven't gone and looked by Scrooge's shop, so maybe it's over there. I don't know. Okay, so there's been a few places that I did not look and didn't think to look. No, was it... Wait a minute. Was it, like, the day before yesterday where the... Okay, was it like the day before yesterday when it was in the Frost Heights? And then yesterday it was over there? Or vice versa? I'm wondering.
Oh, the valley is coming along
Vice versa,
nicely.
or sometimes people say vice versa. Means, you know, the opposite of the way I actually said it. You know, just in case. There could be somebody who doesn't know. I think most grown-ups know that term, but maybe kids don't. And I don't know who's seeing my videos. I mean, I know some of the people who's seeing my videos. But I don't know, you know, everybody's name. So, and I don't know if they're grown-ups or if they're, you know, I don't know if they're grown-ups or if they're young people or what. So, I kind of wish I did, but, you know, it probably wouldn't change how I make my videos. So, I don't know. I make my videos so hopefully people watch them, but I also make them for me. So, I actually saw, okay, so I have seen some videos that were Dreamlight Valley, but I think I might have been the first person to start that one. It's just a thought that maybe I'm the first person, because I've literally been recording since day one, I think. No, I couldn't have been recording since day one because I went and had the Natalie ones. No, yeah. I don't know, maybe I was recording since day one, but I had to record again because, you know, I hadn't shown everything. I don't know. Because it used to be, well, it still is, that I only record when I feel like it. So because of that, I don't always feel like it, you know. But I'm determined to make one video every day. And, you know, like, I may not, like, say on Tuesday, I may not feel like actually making a video, but I've already done it on Monday, so, you know, it's not a big deal. But on the other hand, sometimes it doesn't work out very well because, like, I'll make the video and it's a great video and everything, but, you know, like, you know, if I do it at the right time, then I won't be able to put in the, you know, I won't be able to put in the Christmas element for Christmas time. Or I won't be able to put in, oh, I never went shopping. Or I won't be able to, you know, say, hey, I'm making this for, at Thanksgiving, and, you know, happy Thanksgiving. Although this time I was able to, because I've only been recording Dreamlight Valley lately. I think I have videos all the way out until the end of the year, so I don't have to worry about it until next year. Ooh!
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
Okay, so I don't know all the
Whoa!
items on my bucket list
Bye-bye
of,
now.
you know, I need them now. You know, I don't know all the items, but I know that the,
Hey!
oh, what do you call it? The water pump, I think it's called,
Goodbye now.
is
Toodaloo.
definitely on there. And that window that I just got was definitely on there. Oh!
Uh-huh.
Summer Gingham picnic set. Okay.
Woo! Hey!
I don't know why we're getting summer in
Bye-bye.
November, but it works. Okay. This is kind of bugging me because there should be a blue chest on here somewhere. I don't see one. It's not with my pumpkins. Oh yeah, we already looked out in there. Okay, did I totally look in here? Yeah. Because one time they had it hiding, like, right here. Another time they had it hiding right here. Well, like right here. It was pretty cool when it was right there. Speaking of that, how many moonstones do I have? Oh. Well, that wasn't the way to find out. Blue-green cropped cardigan. Looks more like on the green side, but okay. Yeah, and it won't let me go past that. And I put that there. Okay, it's not there. Did I look on the side of the house? No, I did not. So, you know, back here. No. Okay. Okay, so it was weird. It looked like the squirrel was floating toward me. Like he was the ghost squirrel. So, yeah, I had to double back for another look. Okay, if you want to know how that was supposed to sound, it was supposed to sound like, the ghost light from Toy Story. Not Toy Story, sorry. Cars. Yeah, we'll just leave it from Cars because I don't think it was number 1, but one of the Cars movies. And we'll just leave it at that. I saw... Okay, so I saw number 1. And I saw the one where it's his dad and he's a spy. So it might have been number 2. I have no idea. And, and I think there was like a cartoon show that we were watching for a little bit there. When we had Disney Plus. We only had like 6 episodes, but it was still pretty cool. And I thought it was awesome because, it's like, they're all computer generated. And I think the Cars movies are computer generated. And they still managed to have it on there. Yeah, so I don't see the blue chest. They still had it on there as a TV show. So, I didn't know that they could make, computer-generated TV shows. Anyway, it's awesome. I will pick those up as soon as I figure out if the... Yeah, so I've been everywhere. Maybe it's supposed to be generating up here and I've gotten rid of these. Maybe that's what it is. Because sometimes it won't generate if you have too much stuff in one area. So, my headset is dying, that's why I've been pausing a little bit. I only charge it when it needs to charge, so that causes a little bit of issues sometimes. So, just in case, I want to say Merry Christmas, or Merry whatever you celebrate. I usually don't bow down to that, but at least as long as I could say Merry Christmas first, But, yeah. And I hope you're having a great day. Know that you are enough. You matter. You are important. And there's nothing you cannot solve or handle. You're gonna be okay. Whatever the deal is. Oh, and okay, not to depress anybody, but okay, so like everybody was sick in I've got family in Redding, California, and everybody was sick, and apparently Grandma fell down. and they said it was COVID. But I am pretty sure the family's had that before, and Grandma kicked its butt, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm just hoping she gets all better. And apparently, here's an update for my Aunt Robin. She is getting brain surgery. So, everybody who does pray, please pray for my aunt. I don't want her to be 2023. I really don't want her to be 2023. And if you don't understand what I mean by that, you know, I don't want to depress anybody. I'll explain, ask me in the comments and I'll explain another time. So, yeah. Of course, right now with me, everything's okay. I can't manage to put in that application. But I personally think they're blocking me. Somehow. With hackers. And I think that's illegal, but I'm not sure. Yeah. But, that's just because I can't get, I can't put in my application. I updated it, but I couldn't put it in for the job that I want, and he said that my old application was supposed to be gone out of the system, so, I'd be a non-entity, kind of thing. I mean, that's not the way he said it, but that's the way I was thinking it was going to happen, is, I would be nothing in the system, so we could start anew, kind of thing. But so far, it hasn't happened that way. Okay, so it is nowhere else, and I've checked the beach, but let's check it again just to make sure. If it isn't on the beach, I'm just gonna give up. Oh. Okay. So we have a picnic on the beach. We have a house on the beach. Well, we have 2 houses on the beach. Okay, because we finally got the beach house. Let's see if we can do this a little better so you can see it. Okay, so we finally got the beach house. And I finally got Prince Eric's ship. I beached it though. Where I was trying to put it, it wouldn't let me put it fully in the water, but it let me beach it, so I'm like, okay, close enough. It reminds me of, it's a movie called The Pirate Movie. It's actually an Australian movie. But my dad introduced me to it when I was little. I've at least been watching it since I was 4. Probably been watching it longer than that. Anyway, and they were trying to anchor the ship, but they don't have an anchor, so they ended up they ended up beaching it. Oh, I was gonna go see if I could find get another rowboat, but apparently not. Okay, so I will make that my last thing. Getting a rowboat. I'm hoping the headset lasts until I'm done. Oh, that's why. Okay, so I'm listening to a YouTube video that I'm going to watch on my computer later. Because I'm trying to kill my battery, so I'll have a nice fresh battery. What is that? Oh, okay, that's Remy. Thought they added a new something, and I wasn't privy to it. I hadn't been told about it yet. That's what privy means. If you were privy to it, then that means that you were told about it, and if you were not privy to it, it means you weren't told about it. So, yeah, I distracted myself. I have no idea what I was saying. Oh well. Like I said, I think I'll make that the last thing that I do in the video. I would go and plug in my headset, but somebody said it didn't sound good. It sounds a little garbled. Okay, no, can't go back there. Well, there you are.
Neighbor.
I guess you would call it furniture. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, as Jeannie said, I'm looking for mode of transportation. Genie on Aladdin, in case you don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Look, there's the baby version of Prince Eric's ship. I love that. Or I should say the toy version, not the baby version. Of course, I personally think Robin Williams is the best genie. It's good if it's not Robin Williams, but it's even better with. Oh wow, I can get another Ferris wheel and another Dumbo ride and teacups, and I don't want to because I take up a lot of space. So on my dream snaps, I didn't take up very much time to do it. I just got into an outfit that fit the theme and grabbed Mickey Mouse because I knew I couldn't get Mickey and Minnie. I wanted Mickey and Minnie, but I couldn't get both of them, so I just grabbed Mickey Mouse and went and took... There it goes. Anyway, I went and took the Dream Snap in the house on the first floor because that's where all the Mickey and Friends stuff was. But I think a lot of that stuff didn't count as Mickey and Friends, even though it's under Mickey and Friends. Which isn't really fair to me. Looking for a very specific thing called a black refrigerator. You will probably see it before I do. Okay. I didn't see it at all. There we go. Like I have 9 already? There.
Thank you
Thank
kindly.
you. See, I'm thinking there ought to be a blue chest here somewhere, and I'm not seeing it. Okay, now if we get a parody theme again. Okay, I was trying to say if we get a pirate theme again, then I won't have to worry about not having Prince Eric's ship. See, this is how I have them on my ship and my stories. You know, there's a rowboat on this side and a rowboat on that side. But I wasn't expecting the rowboat to be so huge. Okay, now... So I have been in here and, you know, decorating a little bit. Oh, that's what I was saying a little bit earlier. I am watching a YouTube video so I can kill my phone, so, you know, while I'm taking a shower, it can be charging. And I keep hearing, you know, somebody talking, and it sounds like it's in my headset, but it's just the phone. there. And those will all be filled with... Those will all be filled with fish. Does this have it already? I think it does, but I can't remember. So, my Christmas beach house. Oh, I need one of those. Dang it, I forgot. And I'm still waiting for the dryer. Apparently there's a washer and a dryer. I had to double check and ask my sister because... because I have the washer. But she insists that it's a dryer, so I'm like, okay. So she really wants the washer, and I really want the dryer. Okay, so these two now have a lot of fish room. And if the house will let me out, there we go. The only place I don't have a house... Well, no, I don't have one in the Frosted Heights either. But, I don't have one in the meadow. I mean, the, Glade of Trust over there. Well, I don't have one in the meadow either. But, you know, the plaza's so close that it's not a big deal. I've got 3 houses in over here. Oh. Okay, that's got refrigerators and then some. I decided to actually go and make it to where each fish had its own refrigerator. In this one, I totally forgot about that. What about here? Can't remember. Took them out for some... Oh, I think I took them out because I can always put them back. Or because I had extra furniture over here. I don't know. Took them out for a reason. But it's kind of dumb that I took them out because... You know, because I have fish all over there, but now I need fish back in here again. So I'm hoping that they'll let us trade furniture one these days. Because, you know, maybe I've got the blue cabinet that somebody's looking for. And they've got the, you know, the Mickey Mouse cabinet that I was looking for. You know, because I'm looking for the corner unit right there on the Mickey and Friends set. Or, yeah. And Ratatouille, I think. There. Okay. Okay, so we got refrigerators in here. Refrigerators in the mushroom house. We got 10 tons of refrigerators in the mushroom house. Oh, we never did put up Beauty and the Beast window. So yeah, I took my dream snap in here. Had Mickey right about here. And then I was standing right about here. And made sure that I had all of that stuff. And all of that stuff should have counted as Mickey and Friends, but I'm not entirely sure it did. Definitely not. Yep. See, everybody getting stuff at random like that is not helping me a little bit because when everybody was supposed to be doing the when everybody was supposed to be doing the dream snaps for Beauty and the Beast, I didn't have the window. And I think people are judging, do you have the window? And if you didn't, you know, you got marked down a little bit for it. I mean, I could be totally insane and not, you know, and not be right, but that is so weird. Because there ought to be a blue chest. Well, okay, so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? We'll just get everything that we can. Oh, and we haven't put stuff up in the house yet. Okay, like I said, we'll just get everything that we can. I wonder if you can look at the map and see it. I know you can on, and we can't get bananas. Oh, we can get bananas. Okay. What about cocoa beans? Okay, I'm confused, but that's okay. Oh no! Okay. I wasn't gonna be on here that long, and then I was. So I gotta go up and take my shower. Oops, not that place. Oh, dang it, you're right.
Hey there.
Okay, it said sell fruit.
Oh. See you later.
Okay, I know it said sell 5 fruits and I sold 314, but okay. So we only live like maybe 15 minutes from his work anyway, so I really don't have to take my shower exactly right now, but I'm going to. Okay, so sand. Coal ore. I didn't do the stone. I did do this. And did the pebbles. You don't get empty vials like that. Okay, that. And, oh, I don't need any of those. Dang it. Okay. Okay, so, oh, the pink and the sticks. Yeah. Oh, and the, is that, wait a minute, is that this or that? Okay, this. Okay, good. Okay. And then 7 of those. And 26 of those. You don't need dry wood very often. So you don't need dry wood very often, but trying to get full chest just in case. And everybody, I've noticed that I watch on YouTube for Dreamlight Valley are hoping that they'll come up with something different for Christmas, but I'm like, they already, and it kind of made sense too. They already did the same Halloween thing as last year, which is great because I didn't need to do anything. You know, it's like you did it last year. You don't have to do anything else. So that was awesome. But on the other hand, I was like, you know, oh, we were waiting for so long and then there's, you know, nothing we can do. But, you know, it was okay because then the people that just started playing, you know, can catch up. So, you know, as soon as I found that out, I was like, okay, whatever. You know, and I was perfectly okay with it, but others kept complaining about it. That was just fine, because, you know, because the new people can, you know, catch up. It's a good thing. Oh wait, go out the door. And then go back in here. And I can put snowballs here. That's the other thing. I want to be able to, go in when I don't need to desperately go in. I mean, not desperately, but, you know, because I gotta drop him off at 11, and then I gotta be, I gotta get my father-in-law. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. I gotta get my father-in-law, to his appointment 15 minutes early. It's at 1 o'clock, but 15 minutes early. So, yeah. It's gonna be an interesting day. Especially since I didn't bother to, oh, there it goes. Right there. Okay, so there's some other new stuff. I didn't bother to... Oh, good. Phone's down to 12. I didn't bother to charge my tablet, and I probably should have, because it's got my book on it. Okay, so we got red triple drawer counter and summer gingham picnic set. And if I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. It's an interesting word. So if they do the same thing that they did last year... Hey, wait a minute. Okay, maybe it wasn't under that then. Oh, right here. Okay, so if for Christmas they do the same thing that they did last year, I am looking forward to getting the fugu festive fish. And that's all I need to do, and then I will, you know, have everything done. Okay, so last year... A Home for the Holidays. I don't remember what that was. If you want me to, I can look it up. Just, you know, tell me in the comments, and I'll try to look it up for you. Cookie taste test. Do you want to build a snowman? That's where I got the snowman I have in the Frosted Heights. Ho ho ho. Oh, okay, and then these are all Halloween ones. And I think the Sugar Rush was Halloween. Anyway. And, you know, I have all these done. And all the cooking. Oh, for collections, you know, 1,800,000 star coins. Oi. It took forever, but... And then, you know, all the fish. That really took forever because this one catch 100 out of 100 without failing. So that took literally forever. And then I got it, but it like didn't save or something like that. I don't remember what happened, but you know, something messed up. Either me or I got like to 99 and I screwed up. Something like that. It was really, really close, whatever it was. And then, harvest lemons, apples, cocoa, all that stuff. Remove small night thorns. That will take you forever, but you will get there. I am totally dawdling. And then this one, Dreamlight duties, that's just an ongoing thing. So, you do a bunch of these and you get the Dreamlight points up there. And, yeah. So, I am a little upset because there's no blue chest today. I should have 270 and I don't. Oh, I keep doing that. Okay, so I still need the Skeletomobile and the Halloween Town Duo, but I want this. That I could probably do without, even though that's a cat. I don't know. Anyway, so, again, I hope you're having a great day. Know that you are enough. That there's no problem you cannot solve or handle, even work in school. Streaming friendly mode is on, and it says replaces copyrighted music from the game. I keep mentioning that because I'm using Twitch to record these videos, and then I'm posting them on YouTube afterwards. And it keeps saying that I've got copyright infringement, and I don't. And it doesn't seem to matter what game it is either. Anyway. So, I will see you in the next video. And Merry Christmas. Come on.